Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we were making our way through the Githyanki Creche. When we got to the Zaithisk to try and get Lae'zel purified because she demanded to be first, and the Dream Visitor ended up blowing it up in order to save Lae'zel's life. And so we are left to assume that the Gustil doctor
at the ready
was performing illegal actions and tampered with the Zaithisk because it's not supposed to do harm or potentially kill the Githyanki getting treatment. So clearly she had done something to tweak it to turn it more lethal than it was supposed to be. And so we are planning to go and report her actions. Although we ended up meeting her out here and killed her. Because, yeah, she chose to attack us. List of Githyanki names and the treatment they received in the infirmary. It is written in the common tongue. The name Varl comes up 47 times. Savarsh Kethik. Far be it from me to tell you how to do your job, but may I suggest doing something about Varl? He's a drain on resources, not to mention interrupting my research, and I'd like to go through at least 2 days without seeing him again. Gustil Storngos. Varl was the Githyanki kid that we met that is a follower of Orpheus. Anything else of value to grab? We've grabbed all 3 of the parasite specimens that were in this room. So we've now got a lot more parasites we can spend. Goblet with dead tadpoles.
Githyanki scholars study Ghaith devices closely. They even incorporate their findings into our own machines and magic.
We did see that with the Zaithisk, that it was made of Githyanki technology, at least in part.
What's in here?
So yeah, since everyone nearby has been killed, I can loot with impunity. So I shall. Githyanki crossbow. Is it just a +1 weapon? Looks to be. Nothing special. Meanwhile, we were told to hurry and rush, so I'm gonna stand around doing all the looting, because that's how I hurry and rush. This guy was pretty tough. Infirmary key, Githyanki half plate. It's not obviously as good as Lae'zel's adamantine armor. Githyanki longsword. Looks like it's just a +1 weapon as well, nothing unusual. Ring of Elemental Infusion. When you deal various damage types using a spell or cantrip, that element infuses your weapon. I don't have anyone that does spells and weapon attacks. Really. Because infusing my weapon attack with a d4 of damage wouldn't really help much. Githyanki short sword. Looks like that's also just a +1 weapon. You also have the infirmary key. Aberration Hunter's amulet. The Githyanki wearing this amulet has advantage on intelligence saving throws. Aberrations also have disadvantage on attack rolls against them. Meh. Anything else of note that I should care about while I'm looting here? The Folly of Zerthimon. This stone disc has the Githyanki runes carved into it. Below his image drawn a translation in the common tongue. The Folly of Zerthimon. After Mother Gish freed us from our lithid bonds, Mother Gish traversed the plains, discovering civilizations thriving among the stars. She conquered, she colonized, she controlled, and all the while, Zerthimon questioned. He and his disciples struck with words. He claimed that because the Gith had been born anew, we did not know ourselves, that in building an empire we proved ourselves no better than our former slavers. Gith retaliated with silver. So began the War for the One Sky. Upon his inevitable defeat in the blasted plains, Zerthamon's faithful retreated to Limbo, and there they remained, languishing in the lethargy they craved, free of inner fire, free of purpose. They called themselves Githzerai, those who spurned Mother Gish. We call them Hashar Lakai, the unforgivable. So yeah, Githzerai is a split off of the Githyanki. I was questioning whether they were split off with Orpheus, but it seems not. They followed Zerthamon, whoever that is. But their viewpoint on themselves is not that they sort of retaliated, tails between their legs, and lost all purpose, but that they are just focused on self-improvement rather than conquering. So more inward focused rather than outward focused. I don't know if we're going to have any real interaction with Githzerai in this game. From what I understand, we will not. But I was aware of them from playing D&D 4th edition, which had both Githyanki and Githzerai as playable races. Training sword, practice sword. Yeah. It's interesting that the children that were in this room have vanished. I'm sure that's intentional because they didn't want me to just murder a bunch of children. But we know that there had been children playing in here, and they just conveniently are not here now that the fighting broke out. Fruit porridge, sure. We are now encumbered. Fine. What else? Elegant chest. Pale pink dye. Oh yes, I desperately want to dye all of my clothing pale pink. Alright, let's open this. Send you all to camp. Then sort by weight. Oh right, the toy chest. I was like, I'm carrying a whole chest on me? Technically yes, but realistically no. Let's... Staff of the Moon Maiden. Yeah, Saluna stuff. Okay. Let's see. All that. All of these daggers. Sure. All of that we can give to Lae'zel. That actually didn't lighten our load terribly much. Huh. Oh, give all the money to Lae'zel. Wait, no, money doesn't weigh anything because of a mod I installed, if I recall. Why? I could have sworn I had selected all these and I didn't deselect them, but apparently at some point I deselected some of the stuff I had highlighted. Well, that is rather annoying. Was the whole point of clicking everything was so that I could transfer all at once. We'll have her also hold on to all of those. Send all this to Lae'zel. Oh, we can actually give it to our companions that aren't even here. That's interesting. Okay, but that is everything in here looted. Are we going to get into more fights? That's the question. When we leave the room, are they going to recognize that a battle happened? Seems not. Also, should I short rest? Or should I heal Astarion? I probably need to do both, if I'm honest.
That should more than suffice.
No, I think that's fine. That's the hatchery. And yes, we aren't being attacked by everyone. Take Lae'zel to the Inquisitor. This way. Are you the Inquisitor person up here? No, the... Where is the Inquisitor? Here. Oh, through a passage in the captain's quarters, which we don't know how to get through. I see. Not through the school. So we go to the captain's quarters. Here. And we need to get through this, but I assume once we can see it, yeah, it's closed off. We can't interact with the door. Let's try messing with the disruptor. Hopefully they don't yell at me for it. We'd have to just insert an item, which we can't.
Something to ask.
If you're not here to help, you're in the way. Move along.
We need to speak to your Inquisitor who is through here. Well, we can try talking to you. But I don't think there's much we can say if we don't have the... if we don't tell her we have the artifact.
I presume you are not stupid enough to return empty-handed. So, give me the weapon, now.
Yeah. How are we supposed to handle this? Like, obviously, I'm still not going to give her the item.
Time is finite, as is my patience. Go!
Oh, we could speak with dead. I don't know what good that would do us, but that's something we can do.
The corpse remains silent.
Never mind. What about you?
The corpse has nothing to say.
Fine. So I think she has the gem to open this up. So either we attack her and pickpocket her. Well, either we somehow secretly pickpocket her, or we attack her and take it off of her body. Or we tell her we have the artifact and see if that leads us in a positive direction. Is there really no other way? No secret passages that head that direction? It doesn't look like it. Looks like there is a path this way that I might not have taken that leads that way. Maybe that curves all the way around and gets there. We'll try that before I give her the artifact. Though I will definitely be saving before I give her the artifact. Because I don't think long term that's the direction I want things to go. Okay, that I think is just a dead end. Nothing down there that I can make use of. Alright, this way is where we haven't explored yet. So who are all of you?
I see they're letting even istic mercenaries in these days.
Yes.
Do you remember? Leave me alone. The watch must remain undisturbed.
Okay. Nothing over here of note. Let's head up this way.
That's right, Garath. You're next on the list. That's why you're here, guarding nothing.
Bunch of stuff that we could steal because no one's watching.
It's rather dark down here, Rustin.
Lots of saves. What's in this heavy chest? We do have a potion of greater healing. So I'll just grab that while I'm in the area.
I wasn't like that.
This is going to a cliffside. So this is not taking me back here. But there might be another entrance that does lead into here. Maybe? It just seems weird to me that they're just saying, hurry, immediately, we must get there. And then there's just no path. Can't go that way, but I think this is a legal path. To here. Is this somewhere we've already been? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. This takes us up to the way we used to get down into... Yeah, there's our stairs that lead down? No. Here. There's the stairs that led down. I had the magic mouth, yes. So that just takes us back here, which doesn't help us. So if I want to talk to their Inquisitor, I've got to get through that magic door. Which will involve either killing their like Inquisitor's helper lady who has the key, or theoretically pickpocketing her somehow. Or potentially, if we hand over the artifact. It's just weird to me that Lae'zel does not have a conversation topic. To just be like, hey, we need to talk to the Inquisitor now. Open up the door.
Those students need to learn something of authority.
What? Were they not here?
Yeah.
They're just still.
I don't know.
Following orders. Poor
Well,
con-
let's save and then talk about the artifact. Because we do have a... Nope. Trying to jump, and jump is not J. Yeah, let's talk to her about the artifact, because we do have a quest that involves talking to her about the artifact.
Maybe things will be better when the Chikrai leave.
It's not through here, right? Yes, it is through here. Because, yeah, I don't think the game is expecting me to just murder her just to get through that door. But it also feels weird to let her know that we found the artifact. And maybe it's because I kept pushing, or when I talked to her, I didn't mention other options that might have opened up possibilities. But it's just left me in a weird state where I'm not sure how to continue without just making poor
I
decisions.
presume you are not stupid enough to return empty-handed. So, give me the weapon, now.
Or do I threaten her? Would she appreciate threatening? Because you think you do like... Or maybe I should have had Lae'zel talk. Maybe Lae'zel would have had more dialogue options. Let's threaten her, see how that goes. Sure, I have a weapon, want to see your blood on it? Because giving her the artifact feels like the worst decision.
I'll gladly see you try. Attack her!
Okay, so that does go into combat, as expected. So... what if Lae'zel does the conversation?
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Is she going to have success
Objective noted.
or different options that we didn't have?
If you've something to say, speak to the Kithrak.
Sounds like a no.
Alas, time for chatter.
You are not familiar to me, Rastil. Do you bring news of the weapon?
Weapon, I seek aid. We should be fighting the gate incursion. I do not, my apologies. I seek an audience with the Inquisitor. There's a traitor among you. Perfect. There we go. That's what I wanted. I seek an audience with your Inquisitor. There's a traitor among you.
A Sharlak among us? Whom would you accuse?
Your doctor. Kithrak Voss. There's only for your Inquisition to know. Take me to him. Forgive me, I misspoke. There's no traitor. 1 or 3. If she is siding with the doctor's actions, then she will turn against us for blaming the doctor. And then it would have been better for us to just directly talk to the Inquisitor. Your doctor.
The Gustil. A strong accusation from the mouth of a Vin Isk. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zala Vlaakith. Give it to me.
Wait. Why do you believe we have the artifact? We have made no such claims. What is happening here? How does she suddenly know that we have the artifact? What did I miss? Strong accusation from the mouth of a Vin Isk. The very same said to hold up. So somehow she knows that we have the artifact already? Even though in all previous conversations she wants us to bring it to her, but has zero idea that we have it. But suddenly she just knows. And there's no option to deception. No, we totally don't. It's just everyone here knows that we have the artifact now, so we have a choice of either showing it or refusing. Something's gone weird here that I've not understood. Well, I've been curious what happens if we produce the artifact. I'm probably going to reload to try one of the other options of not accusing the doctor specifically. So let's see what happens if we do show the artifact.
No. No! Yes. There it is. Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Ah! Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot? You are forbidden to leave. Report to the Inquisitor at once. Deliver the prism. Do not try to leave, or it will be your death.
Well, interesting turn of events, but we are going to try the other option where we don't directly accuse the doctor. Because I didn't like the flow of that, where suddenly we've given up knowledge that we have the artifact that we've been intentionally trying to hide.
Enough waiting.
And there's no explanation. So I'm hoping this conversation plays out differently.
Do you bring news of the weapon?
I seek an audience with the Inquisitor. There's a traitor.
Among us? Whom would you accuse?
That's for your Inquisitor to know. Take me to him.
Vague allegations and undue demands. A poor introduction for an unproven Vin Isk. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shema Zala Vlaakith. Give it to me.
Okay, so we have no choice. She apparently has heard rumors from someone that we have this artifact and has just patiently let us wander off without it. Or wander off with it every time we've talked to her. Even though someone has already told her that we have it. And the only way to move forward is to go through this. This feels clunky. Like it's not playing out well. This whole interaction. I don't think Larian Studios did a good job with how this is playing out. But yes, we will produce the artifact. That smile there. Okay.
Yes. There it is. Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Ah! Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot?
We're just more powerful than you.
Forbidden to leave. Report to the Inquisitor at once. Deliver the prism. Do not try to leave, or it will be your death.
Okay. So,
Can't give up now.
seems that
Swift as
there's
my feet can carry me.
nothing we can do besides having to announce that we have the artifact.
The Inquisitor awaits. Follow the corridor.
Yeah. Just felt clunky. Well, I will take your healing potions, thank you. I suspect we're going to get into a fight with the Inquisitor. Ha! The game's auto-saving as well. Just letting us know that, hey, you're going to probably die soon, so we're going to just toss down a save for you.
Open up. This place is even more foreboding than the rest of the crash.
Do as I do. The Inquisitor shall tolerate only the utmost respect.
I'm more worried about this Inquisitor. Do you really think he'll help us?
It's never been that simple before. Don't know why it would be now.
Huh. Yep. Let's do some healing on Astarion. That gets 1 hit point. No, okay. She healed herself for 1. That's fine. I thought he got like 8 temporary hit points and then just only healed 1. Never mind. You're fine, Shadowheart.
Never a dull moment. Wonder if the gods
Just if we know we're going into a suspected fight, going in heavily injured feels like a bad call. So he is down this hallway. So let's explore this direction first. Incense sells well, as I recall. Bases are empty, as always. Ocean of Speed. Good to keep in mind. So my guess is we're going to fight the Inquisitor. Something about this is going to go wrong. Like, we're not going to hand over the artifact. Even if we do, it's probably not going to stay with him. Like we happened in that last scene. And then it's going to break out into a fight. And we're going to have to fight our way through and kill this entire Kresh. That's my prediction. Dropping down so many saves, I trust nothing. Oh, hello, doors. Just fly open. Raider, Warrior, and the Inquisitor. Level 6. Ardent there. Another Ardent here. Yes, the Ardents are with the Inquisitors. Lots of loot, it looks like.
The Kithrak let you through. Go ahead then, Istik.
I want to have a word.
Your presence here is tolerated. Do not confuse it for being welcome.
Understandable.
Our esteemed guest. Please approach. We have much to discuss.
Yeah, the door closing behind me is also ominous. Alright. So did he know that we had the artifact already?
You have something I want. I have the knowledge you need.
Out of curiosity. Legendary resistance. Affected entity has +10 bonus to its next saving throw. You can use this 3 times. Okay. Ready to parry. The Githyanki stands ready to parry the next weapon attack, reducing its incoming damage by 10. Githyanki can parry an attack as long as they have a reaction. They wield a greatsword and they aren't blinded, incapacitated, or restrained. They get an extra attack. He has Githyanki parry, that we already read. Opportunity attacks, perfect sentry, cannot be surprised. Does an extra d6 of psionic damage. And when you succeed a saving throw, the foe that caused the saving throw takes a d4 of psychic damage. He also has a +1 bonus to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Dude. You are going to be tough. AC 17, 145 health. Several high stats. And then the people around you, level 5. Because we're going to fight all of them together, I'm sure. Level 5, level 5. So we've got 4 level 5s and a level 6 that we can see. There's possibly others hiding out in some of these rooms. This fight is going to be gnarly. Okay. Let's approach. Oh. We don't have to directly talk to him. Okay, let's talk to your Ardents then.
The Chakrai is expecting you.
Yes, I know, which is why I'm talking to literally everyone else first. Because it amuses me.
An invitation to speak with the Chakrai. You are honored.
Didn't really sound like that before. So you've got a planecaster here. What is that?
Not working right now.
I assume it's a device to see other planes. Literally no info. Alright. Alright. Shirai.
My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Geik slave vessel.
Chrai. Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geik ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
So that is how they apparently knew. So he is known about us since we escaped the Nautiloid. And when we showed up here, apparently he already knew about us, and he just let us wander around knowing we would eventually want to talk to him. He, I guess, also told the captain about us, and she also let us wander around, and even when we lied about having it and she knew we were lying, she just let us wander off. Still feels weird, but at least there's an explanation. I can give it to you, but I don't think you'll like it. Produce the artifact. What do I get in return if I give it to you? This weapon, what does it do? Shouldn't you be more concerned with the Mind Flayer invasion? How do you know so much about me? I'm gonna start there. How do you know so much about me?
Some of your species say knowledge is power. They are wrong. Knowledge is everything. We took an interest in you when you became involved with this absolute cult. A pestilence of infected slaves, the first symptom of the Grand Design in action. But you are lucky. That weapon you carry is the solution. I have heard it from Queen Vlaakith herself. Hand it over.
What is the Grand Design, or how will this weapon stop Mind Flayers? What is the Grand Design?
The Grand Design is what all Geik seek. The restoration of the Illithid Empire, which spanned the entirety of the multiverse. For centuries, their elder brains sought to bring back their dominion. Every plot they hatched, we stopped. But now they are close to succeeding. Never before could they pause ceremorphosis. Never before could they let the infections spread undetected.
Yep.
You saw the thralls gathered on the Geik ship. Imagine that, everywhere. Wants, needs, choice, all would cease to be. Everything rendered unto the Geik. So, the weapon. Please.
Like, I get their interest now.
Don't give it to him.
I mean, I don't want to give it to him. Because we definitely know we still need it. But I am curious to see if it burns him. Am I willing to restart this conversation over if it does actually take the artifact away? I assume if I just say I won't let you take it, we immediately go into combat. That's kind of the decision I'm making right now, is that assumption of if I give it to him or if I refuse, combat starts. So my question is, if I produce the artifact, does that give me some other different direction that this goes that would be interesting to see, that probably still eventually leads to combat? So that's why I'm going to choose produce the artifact. Even though I don't think it's the smarter choice, and probably not the choice I should take. But I'm just curious. Lae'zel approves.
So it is found.
Hello, Vlaakith.
Vlaakith Gorg Skathzai.
My queen. Skathzai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
Who are you exactly? Stay standing exactly as you are, wave politely, or kneel. Huh. Well, this is definitely going in a direction I didn't expect. I don't see myself as the kneeling type, as much as that will piss these people off. I'm not gonna wave politely, that's just awkward. Who exactly are you?
Who am I? I am Vlaakith, undying queen of the noble Githyanki, God Regent of the Six Arms of Tunnarath. Your choice of allies is most vexing. They do not become you, Lae'zel.
Shma Zala Vlaakith. You know me.
Our Lord of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Alchaya before him. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Istik, you bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief?
Interesting. I love all of this. I didn't take the weapon from you, but I am returning it. Interesting option. I'm the hero who found your weapon. Or neither, it is mine by rights. I don't think I want to give it up. But I can't imagine a circumstance where we're standing here in front of Vlaakith and we're allowed to walk away with the artifact. Like, I don't know what level Vlaakith is, although it doesn't seem she's actually physically here. But I'm just guessing if I try and keep it, you know, it's mine by rights. I just suspect that's not going to turn out well. So I'm gonna go the neutral option. I'm the hero who found your weapon.
Your utility is proven, but your heroism is yet to be witnessed. A test, then, to see if you are as capable as you profess to be. That weapon you carry, the astral prism, it is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken. A blight They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the Astral Prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse, and you will know my fury.
So, yeah. Can't do that. The person inside protects me from the absolute. Yes, I will do as you wish. No, I'm not doing the Githyanki Queen's bidding. Can't you kill them yourself? I thought gods were all powerful. Dude! That is a choice. It's interesting because it's what the Githyanki are claiming as their goal to fight off the absolute, to fight off the mind flayers, the grand plan. That all is stuff we agree with. Like, we would side with them on that. So we could work together as allies, but I don't know that I necessarily trust her about our need to kill the being inside the artifact, because the artifact, that being, again, we don't know if it's the artifact protecting us or if it's the being inside the artifact. Assuming the dream, the visitor, whatever they called her, is actually a being inside the artifact as being claimed. And she's claiming that she's the one protecting us. I'm hoping this is more of a pause, try and get more information. I can't do that. The person's eye protects me from the absolute, rather than just yes or no, or insulting. Just, if I do that, I will be compromised. It's kind of how I'm hoping this is phrased, and not just immediately Lae'zel murders me. Yeah, I can't do that. The person inside protects me from the absolute.
You are being lied to. I will be obeyed!
Skvar! Do not defy my queen!
Oh, man. Now I kind of wish that I had just gone into the fight and killed these people so I didn't have to make this decision. Honestly, Vlaakith is a terrible person, so I really don't want to side with her and the Githyanki. But I also suspect that the being inside the prison is also a terrible person. That they've been lying to me as well. And I don't know which one. We don't know enough about either to make an informed decision. So I'm torn. And then there's also just the insulting option. But all of these are such strong answers, and I don't have a strong opinion. Just the, yes, I will do it, I'll go in and kill the occupant, or no, I'll free the one inside. Or just insulting, if you're a god, do it yourself. I don't like any of these, but I can understand why they're not giving me a choice of a more moderate, you know, I'll think about it, can I come back later and make a decision? Like, this is not the time to be able to have a soft mild choice. I'm gonna go the insulting route. It's the wrong route. But I don't like either of the other two, and I'm curious to see if she has a response for why she can't do it herself. Oh, but this is so bad. You're a god, do it yourself.
Perhaps I misheard. You would not speak ill of a god, would you?
Do not test her. She will be our ruin.
Spoke too hastily, please forgive me. I just think a real god could kill whoever she wants. Do I double down? Or do I back off? I just think a real god could kill whoever she wants. You don't need minions to... Yeah. A real god could kill whoever she wants.
Blaspheming tongue!
Yeah.
You wish to see godhood? Wish you to end.
Okay, that's fair. Your party's been defeated. Okay, yeah. So don't try. She just killed all of us, not even just my character. Even Lae'zel, who was clearly on her side, just got nuked. Alright, cool. So if Vlaakith is there, we don't really get a choice to say no. I'm pretty sure if I had said no and tried to walk away, it would have led to the same result. So it's the only option is to step... If I show the artifact, the only option is go into the cube, or the artifact, to kill the being, or we die. I'm guessing.
I should speak up.
My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Geik slave vessel.
How do I...
Vlaakith's justice in flesh.
You have accomplished much, child. I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geik ship. Something that belongs to us.
Yeah, so how do I want to handle this?
Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
Because possibly...
Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
Possibly if we are put into the artifact to kill the Dream Visitor, that'll give us an opportunity to see her, speak to her, find out more about her side of things. We don't necessarily have to kill her if we're taken there. I guess we can look at some of the other options as well. Shouldn't you be more concerned with the Mind Flayer invasion? Though we now know that the artifact is directly tied to their solution against the invasion. Or I can give it to you, but I don't think you'll like it. But you might already know about the corruption. Or that would still probably lead to Vlaakith telling us about the corruption. Shouldn't you be more concerned with the Mind Flayer invasion?
What makes you think we are not? We are talking about the grand design, the restoration of the Illithid Empire. There is nothing of greater importance. But the weapon is the solution.
Yeah.
I have heard it directly from Queen Vlaakith herself. It is how we will stop the Mind Flayers before they destroy us all. Hand it over.
I still wish that there was an option to say that no, we're going to keep it, but we will work with you in stopping the Mind Flayers. Like, do we actually have to side with one side or the other here at this moment without enough information to know which side would be better to choose? Because Vlaakith, to my understanding, is not a good person. And the desire of the Githyanki to create a giant empire to rule over everything, much as the Illithid are trying to do, does not sound like a winning solution that I want to be aiming towards. And in that way, I think the artifact, at least that gives me a different option. How will this weapon stop the mind flayers?
That is a secret known only to Queen Vlaakith. Its significance is beyond both of our stations.
Okay.
So, the weapon.
So he also has no idea how it would help.
Don't give it to him.
I won't let you take it.
Do not try me. Hand over the artifact or die by my hand.
Remember the Zaithisk. These Gith can't be trusted. Follow my lead. I'll choose the right path. Okay. We're keeping the artifact. If I can convince Lae'zel to side with me over these people, that's probably the best outcome. So I'm gonna lean that direction. Hopefully that works. Remember the Zaithisk. These Gith can't be trusted. Follow my lead. I'll choose the right path.
The Zaithisk.
Yeah.
I hate that you speak the truth. Choose. Your path is mine to follow.
So she's going to actually follow us, even against the Githyanki, who are clearly... Like, if I say we're keeping the artifact, and she's said, yes, I will follow you in the path you choose, and then Vlaakith shows up right afterwards, is Lae'zel going to stand by that decision and follow me? Because I suspect if Vlaakith is here in the room, she's not going to choose me over Vlaakith. But this seems like the choice that I'm hoping this would all go down, is that we can keep the artifact and Lae'zel doesn't try and murder us. We're keeping the artifact.
Our fate is forged. Mother Gith, guide us.
Your illustrious adventure ends here. Hetazith!
Okay, and they don't summon Vlaakith.
Yillik, with me, to the death.
I think this is the better direction. Because I just don't... Siding with Vlaakith and the attempt to create a Gith empire just feels like not the right solution. Alright, so you have your legendary resistance, but that's just to saving throws. And then parry just reduces damage. So ideally we want to waste his parry on a light hit, like Shadow Hearts.
Need to act fast.
I don't usually use her for melee, but kind of have to in this case. Although there's something to be said for leaving him alone and trying to take out all these low health allies. So that we're only having to deal with fighting him. Yeah. So you've got ready to parry as well. So what if we move Shadowheart here, have you attack. Shadowheart. It's not what I needed.
Let's turn someone inside out.
An Astarion. We'll do Sonic Overload. Probably gonna need it in this fight. What is your AC? 17. Okay, you are reasonably challenging to hit. Only 60%. I wasn't actually paying attention. I probably should have been. Did so much damage. So we hit for -2 damage because they subtracted 10. But then sneak attack hit. For 33 damage. 8d6 piercing. Did we crit? Is that what happened here? Yes, we crit. Okay. I was like, how on earth did we do 33 damage? So we crit, so we did double sneak attack damage and double psychic damage. Fantastic. I will accept Shadowheart's super poor attack if we got that result. Who are you? You're this person. So you're gonna have a turn to shoot one of us in the back.
Stay focused.
Nice. Less nice. You guys are sadly not grouped up for a fireball. 10 turns I could give disadvantage on attack rolls against us. Tempting. There's also something to be said for lightning bolt. Get a line that hits multiple people. Like, possibly if I could get to the other side of this person, and then try and... How wide is this line if I cast it? It's pretty wide, actually. So yeah, if I can't quite get to the other side of this person, but I might have been able... Oh, I could get over here. And then I might be able to hit all 3 of them in a single lightning bolt. He'll probably succeed because he's got legendary resistance, which gives +10 on a saving throw. And he's going to definitely use that to not get hit by a lightning bolt. Okay, you can't actually get by him. You're going to be stuck in melee. But I think that's fine. It's not a ranged attack, it's dex saves. I don't really want you in melee, but probably fine, all things considered. Could have you jump here and avoid the melee, it looks like.
Good idea, I think.
Yeah. As it is, though, I can already hit all 3 of them. If I go up to 4th level, it just adds an extra d6. Is that what I was seeing? Deals an additional 1d6. No. Taking 8d6 up to 9d6, that's not worth a spell slot. Do I want electrical resistance? I don't think so. He actually took the hit. So these 2 are like half-ish dead. And then he is reasonably hurt. And then let's pull back a touch farther. Not bad. So we've done good damage to a lot of them. You are going to do Psychic Rend. 2d8 plus 3 Psychic. Reach into the enemy's mind, tear it to pieces, and inflict disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom checks. And saving throws. I'm not really worried about intelligence and wisdom checks and saving throws. But that is a good amount of damage I'd prefer to not have to deal with. But we are running low-ish on spell slots. But then again, I can turn sorcery points into more spell slots. So just, no. Bad. Now you're getting out of the line so you don't get hit. Oh. Mindsteel link. That's not ideal. So, what does that do? Being drained by him, receive -2 penalty on your attack rolls and vulnerable to psychic damage. Alright. How do I want to handle this? We could do the potion of speed. Give us another action. Which wouldn't be a bad call. I'm definitely tempted to go that route. Could also do the Hunter's Mark, but I don't think... I think Potion of Speed is better. It only lasts for 3 turns, though. But 3 turns is a pretty long while in a fight like this.
On the move.
So let's have you drink a Potion of Speed. So you'll now get 4 attacks. Do we menacing? Probably. Just to try and get extra damage going. Actually, we have other options that we picked up that I keep forgetting about. Pushing, I don't think that matters. Maneuvering. To give someone movement speed. No, I think in this particular case, menacing is the best. Okay, you can no longer parry. You're dead? Okay, you're dead. We move you forward to here. We've got 2 more attacks. Do I save my menacing then? I doubt even with menacing I would kill you in a single hit, so I'm going to use both attacks on you. And then I guess we can't actually move all the way over to that group, but that's fine. 1 hit point, come on. We could also action surge. Not action surge, second wind. We can't second wind because we used our bonus action already. Action surge would give us 2 more actions on this turn. Which may not be the worst choice. The only problem being if I moved forward to attack these people, I'm currently thinking I would have Varric throw down a fireball, although I could aim it still so that it wouldn't hit Lae'zel. I assume. Okay. I can't actually get to them, so if I used Action Surge, I would have to use the action to jump. No, I can't even jump. I'd have to use the action to dash, which is super not worth it. So... Or shoot twice with my crossbow, which I'm definitely not going to do. So yeah, you just move forward. Starion, you dropped both your weapons. Can you grab your other dagger, please? No, seriously, please. Thank you. So... If I have you equip it, that will be your action. But we gotta do it. So that's your action down. You can't equip your other one. And unfortunately, you equipped it to your main hand, which means I can't offhand with the dagger. Guess we just do that. And then have you hide out behind a pillar in the hopes that you don't get shot by a mage. And he's just going to take damage from Psionic Overload because he can't attack. Grrr.
Concentrate.
Alright, Shadowheart, what are we going to do with you? Could have you heal Astarion. Could have you create a destroy water, put down a pool of water right here, making them all take extra damage from electricity. But I think Fireball is better. And Fireball doesn't... Because for Varric, I would have to use... either... No, they're probably close enough that I probably can, in fact, actually hit them all with a single lightning strike. Assuming I can get up the ledge. Which that I don't know. Although I might... He has... his Misty Step, whatever it's called. Teleport. Which means he could get into an angle where he would have a lightning shot on them. Hit all three again with lightning. So yeah, let's create water on you guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. She started running over and I'm like, where are you going? Do not put yourself in harm's way. And then healing word on Astarion. Okay, where are you guys going? Okay, you're still staying roughly together. Okay, you are less together. That is a shame. So, the question being, can I... Yes, I can in fact attack up the ledge. So...
Have to keep going.
I went here, and then lightning bolted. No, then I can't get up the ledge. I can hit you. I can't actually hit this guy. I can barely hit him. But if I can only hit one, then we'll go Fireball instead. It wastes the water, the wet effect. Not enough movement. You don't... Why do you think you would need to move? Okay. That'll work still. That hits all of them. Okay, that one died. So now we just have this one who is pretty injured. And then you, who is still a problem. Let's drink that. Get ourselves a tiny bit of health. That'll be our turn.
Impressive. Your life is over.
Alright. What do you have going on now? Mindsteel Link, which dropped your AC. And you still have Psychic Rend. So she could attack him. Or she could go up here and finish this guy off. Do I think it's important enough to kill this guy? He cast Mindsteel Link on you? Why? So now he's got psychic vulnerability. Oh, you're resistant to fire. That's not ideal. I think I'm gonna go here and just attack him. Because we're gonna have lots of attacks. Advantage and bonus damage, or frighten him. What's our attack chance? 40%. Versus this, it's up to 64%. But this one uses the superiority die even if we miss. Because we've used it to give advantage, even if we miss. This one only spends it if we hit. 40% is not good. Well, the point is we have 2 actions, which is why I don't want to waste our turn attacking this person. Probably kill them in 1 action, 2 strikes. And then have to move back here. And not have the movement. So let's do a basic attack first. Hopefully he parries that. And then we can move on to the menacing attack. Yep, he parried that. So that did very little damage. But now we can do real damage to him. Still 45% is so bad. Miss, so it didn't use up our roll. Next attack. Good. Next attack. Miss. Action surge. Using our 3rd action for the turn. She's getting good damage on him. There we go, he's down to 29 already. That's what I'm talking about. And then just because, do a second wind as well. There we go, back to fully healed. Now that was a turn, Lae'zel. That was a turn. Alright, Astarion. Equip this as well. That'll be your action, unfortunately. But now you can do 2 offhanded strikes. Critical hit. Oh, you just killed him. Okay. I wasn't expecting you to kill him so quickly, if I'm honest. This will use your bonus action to get up there, which means you won't be able to do another attack. But probably will be problematic for them to have you right next to them. So it's probably worth it still. Yeah, but you're now out of actions.
Let's end this.
Shadowheart. 45%. Or if you went spell-wise, 55, 55. Nice. And Radiating Orb. Always good. And Starion goes down, as always. Sure, use your missile snaring. You seriously threw him off? Which didn't count as a death save for taking falling damage, which is what I feared. Alright. Let's get you
Need to find a way forward.
up here. So you're not as disadvantaged. How much health do you have? 26. You are resistant to fire because of the water. So we go Witch Bolt for a D12, or better yet, Chromatic Orb with lightning. 75%. Cannot reach. Can you pull back a touch more then? Chromatic orb. Not frost. No. Chromatic orb with lightning. Lightning is far better for us. Do any of these help? Careful spell to avoid our allies. Don't particularly care. Twin spell doesn't affect us and distant doesn't affect us. Okay, nope. Just seeing if I can do anything to increase my chances. Do not react. Only 8. Not super impressive, dude. Drink another basic potion.
Time to strike.
Lae'zel. That electricity is a bit of a problem that I wasn't considering. Well, I can have you brace and then make a ranged attack that does extra, well, advantage on the damage roll, I guess, effectively, for the whole turn. For the rest of your turn, roll range damage twice and use the highest result. Sure. Brace. Heavy crossbow. Only a 40% chance to hit, which is not amazing. You moved forward a touch. I don't think that will help in any sort of way, no. You would think him being electrocuted would aid in our chances to hit, or penalize his dodging or something. Critical miss. Not even just a regular miss, but a critical miss. There we go. Good enough. Starion has his death save he's got to deal with. We will do Healing Word. I guess as a second level spell, because we're out of first levels. Just to wake you up. Then Sacred Flame. Starion. You're going to be jumping into electricity, but you're currently already standing in electricity, which I hope there's a save or something versus electrocuted. Okay, you're fine. And then offhand, murder him. Thank you.
Inquisitor Wargas was potent. We are impressed.
Oh, hi, Vlaakith. I was hoping to avoid you.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
So we run into the same circumstance. This didn't actually change anything. Huh. I mean, it changed that we got to have a big fight. Murder the people of this creche. But overall, this is still probably going to play out the same way. So do I kneel? I don't think I'm going to go, who exactly are you? We know who Vlaakith is. And there was nothing to be gained when we asked that. Just insulted her. So we either kneel or we stay standing, showing that we are not her subject. But potentially if we kneel, she's going to be more willing to work with us if we are showing that we respect her. Maybe? Rather than just making demands of us and being angry at us. But I think this is going to play out the same way where we have no choice. We have to go into the artifact and agree that we're going to kill the being inside. So let's kneel and hope that that leads to more friendly interactions. Even though kneeling is not my preference, because I don't think of Vlaakith as a god.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child. My Lae'zel.
Chma Zala Vlaakith. You know me.
Erlon of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Alchaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it. Istik, you bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief?
Okay, so this is still going the same way. Our kneeling didn't help, besides making Lae'zel more happy with our choice. So we could give it to her. I still feel that's the wrong call. But I don't think... We saw that she was just perfectly capable of just straight up murdering us. And clearly the being in the artifact was not able to protect us from Vlaakith. So in a question of which is more powerful, it seems Vlaakith is. I'm gonna go with the same answer. I'm the hero who found your weapon.
Your utility is proven, but your heroism is yet to be witnessed. A test, then, to see if you are as capable as you profess to be. That weapon you carry, the astral prism, it is corrupted.
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the grand design, sent to sabotage the astral prism. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire.
Yeah.
As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies. Do this, and ascend!
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. Choose. But know this. The cost of refusal is great.
Not merely great, Lae'zel. Eternal.
So... yeah. Can I save here? Yes. Okay. I just want to make sure that I don't have to redo that whole battle. Because that was a lot. But we got through it well enough. I assume any sort of refusal is going to end up with our death again. That she'll just zap us instant death. That we have no choice but to agree. Now, last time we were being insulting. And maybe that's what led to us getting zapped? And that we can choose to refuse? But I'm guessing not. If she has the power to zap us, she's probably going to do it if we refuse. Also, her statement of, you've proven yourself, but we haven't proven our capability or something, and then asks us to defeat the creature or the being inside the artifact. And I'm like, I just took out your Inquisitor. I think I've proven my capability quite well. But I don't want to side with Vlaakith. I'm gonna see if it was the insulting that got her to kill us, or if we don't actually have a choice. If they're making it appear that we have a choice, but if we choose anything besides agreeing, we die. Which I hope not. That'd be lame. So, no, I'm not doing the Githyanki Queen's bidding. This will probably lead to our death. That's my expectation. And if so, that's kind of lame that we don't actually get a real choice.
Autonomy begets consequence. Use this to enter the prism, or deny me. The choice, as ever, is yours.
Ooh.
But know this. My wrath is It will find you.
Vlaakith's eyes see beyond the plains. We cannot hide. Come, we must enter the prism. Its secrets are finally ours to know.
Okay, so it wasn't... We do actually have a choice. Ow. Yeah. She is actually giving us a choice of whether we choose to go in or not. I don't want to kill the being inside, but I do kind of want to go in and to talk to the being. Find out more answers, because we have lots of questions. Confiscated book. Let's read all the things, or loot all the things, read all the things, etc. while we're here. I don't know which direction I'm going to go on that. The pages of this book have been entirely ripped out and replaced with one crudely pasted message in the common tongue. Please note that any literature concerning the below topics is strictly prohibited. If it is found in your possession, it will be confiscated. If you are found to be reading it, you will answer to Kithrak Fresvin herself. Orpheus, Infernal Metals, Magic of the Undead. We understand why they're against Orpheus. Infernal Metals. Like, we've had dealing with those. I don't know why they would have specific rules against that. Yankee crossbow, it's just a +1. Yes. The item of Arcane Synergy. When you inflict a condition, gain Arcane Synergy for 2 rounds. Okay, what is Arcane Synergy? Weapon attacks deal additional damage equal to the affected entity's spellcasting ability modifier. Huh. Well, I don't do melee attacks. I mean, there's something to be said about potentially taking this, giving it to Will, and then we had... Was it the amulet that we picked up off of the other person? There was an amulet that gave us elemental bonuses when we attacked with a melee weapon. I think it was an amulet. Might have been a ring. Yeah, Ring of Elemental Infusion. Deal an additional D4 damage to that element on your first successful weapon attack. Give that also to Will. So Will wants to be a Hexblade. I don't think he does a good job of it, but if I ever use him, then it means that he could do an elemental spell followed by a sword attack and do additional damage on that sword attack, which is tempting. Potion of Angelic Slumber. Drink to fall into a 2-turn slumber. Unless interrupted, you gain the benefits of a long rest. Wow. I mean, that would be hard to do in combat because enemies could just attack you. And so for 2 turns, you've got to just somehow avoid getting interrupted. But just getting a long rest mid-combat could be really powerful. Circle of Psionic Revenge. When you succeed a saving throw, the foe that caused the throw takes D4 damage. I'm surprised you only had half plate rather than full plate. And then Githyanki Greatsword, which is just a +1 Greatsword, so what Lae'zel has right now is better. Nothing impressive there.
And move. What's inside?
Gloves of Belligerent Skies. Thunderous Conversions. When the wielder deals thunder damage, lightning damage, or radiant damage, inflict 2 turns of reverberation upon the target. And reverberation, affected entity has -1 penalty to strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws per remaining turn. When the entity has 5 or more turns of reverberation, it takes 1 to 4 thunder damage and possibly falls prone. The condition is removed afterwards. Well, cool. We do lots of lightning, thunder, not radiant. But I'm tempted. It would lower our AC again. That's something we keep tossing back and forth on. For Varric. Like, Radiant means we could give this to Shadowheart, but I don't think she does Radiant as often. Whenever we deal lightning damage, we deal lightning damage all the time because of our lightning charges. It's not whenever you cast a lightning spell. What is it? It's this. No. This is the one. Whenever we cast a spell, gain 2 lightning charges. And then future attacks do lightning damage, even if they aren't lightning spells. Which means all attacks would then be getting 2 points of reverberation on enemies. So if we did, say, Scorching Ray, that right there would hit for... Like, first time hitting would give us 2 lightning charges. Next time hitting would then deal damage, doing 2 reverberations. Third attack would do 2 more reverberations. And so we'd have them nearly maxed out on the reverberation just off of hitting them with 3 of those. And it's not even lightning. Or thunder. I'm liking the idea of that. It sounds good in theory. We'll have to see how it plays out in practice. So then the question is, do I leave this room and go back and kill the rest of the Githyanki? Because I'm guessing we're not going to peacefully leave here. Intelligence concerning the weapon. Report on Moonrise Towers. Known locations of the weapon. Skarlak Voss. Also, yes, so that wasn't the person we saw before at the bridge. Voss was the one we saw at the bridge, I believe. Voss is also mentioned in that Orpheus story, so apparently he's just super crazy old. Or Orpheus and Vlaakith, their story is not as old as I'm imagining it was. In the midst of the intricate carvings on this slate, one word in the common tongue leaps out repeatedly. Your own name. Okay, so yes, they were super aware of us. Which is weird that we weren't called out for it then. Like, if they knew that we had it... Can I click on this, please? Because when I'm highlighting it, then I can't right-click. I guess I can left-click, but then it'll just go in my inventory. Yeah. Oh well, it's fine. Stone disc has Githyanki runes carved in it. Below them is drawn a translation in the common tongue. You were right. Moonrise Towers is the place. Followed the cultist trail, as you asked, led me all the way up there. Signs of illicit activity for sure. Tadpoled sorts wandering around in uniform. Didn't manage to break in, but suffice to say, there's definitely something afoot. Recommend you send this report directly to the Palace of Susurrus. Coming back shortly to collect my pay. We'll send that to Lae'zel because she has all the others. Unfamiliar style of map marked with the following locations. Nautiloid Crash, Goblin Camp, Moonrise Towers. Okay. And then Voss. What is your deal?
Simple enough.
Slate is densely packed with carvings. A few words reoccur throughout. Voss, Sharlak, Vlaakith, Loyalty. I know has been written over the text in common. Voss, traitor. Yeah, that's what we were wondering. Was Voss a traitor? And it seems they are also thinking he might be. I don't remember why I thought he was a traitor, but something about him gave me traitor vibes. So have we killed everyone in... No, we definitely haven't killed all of the Githyanki. I'm just noticing that this is all lootable. And usually you can't loot things until everyone's dead.
Lathander bids the setting sun a fond farewell. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
We did hear about a statue that rotated. This is probably the path that leads down to the mace. That has Lathander's blood in it. Let's read this one.
Lathander blesses the rising, bountiful sun.
So we can click on the statue or the base. I don't remember which one I clicked on before. We'll come back to that. I want to loot all the other things first. Hoarfrost boots. You cannot fall prone when traversing icy terrain. That is... Oh, strange chunk of amber. This chunk of amber has 3 drops of blood suspended inside it. I thought they put it inside of a mace. No, this is a... It's a display case. This is not the real blood of Lathander. This has got to be a diversion.
Is this it? Seems a little underwhelming for a holy relic.
Yeah, no. That's the fake... That's got to be fake blood of Lathander in order to stop people from finding the real blood of Lathander and using it or stealing it. They just have a convincing fake out on display. Strange conduit ring. While concentrating on a spell, the wearer's weapon attacks deal an additional d4 of psychic damage. Yeah. I mean, that's not based on elemental, so that's something we could potentially give to Shadowheart, because she's concentrating on spells regularly enough. Shadowheart, you. There. What do you have? Crusher ring. Movement speed goes up. Spurred band. During combat, when the wearer starts their turn with 50% hit points or less, they gain momentum for 1 turn. That's too situational. There. Whenever she's concentrating on a spell, her weapon attacks will do a d4 of psychic damage. Better than nothing. Am I gonna go in? Oh, I have no idea.
Let's get going.
Let's
have a look.
Finish our looting. Probably nothing in any of the bases, as usual. Yeah. We have Skin Burster. 1d10. When the wielder deals melee damage with this weapon, they gain 2 turns of Force Conduit. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage against the affected entity is reduced by 1 per turn. If the entity takes damage while has 5 or more turns remaining, it deals 1 to 4 force damage in a 20-foot radius. When the wielder deals melee damage with this weapon, they gain 2 turns of Force Conduit, which reduces incoming damage and potentially does a burst of force damage around them. Interesting. It is a reach weapon.
Action.
Lae'zel, let's compare this to your melee weapon. So you've got a 2d6 plus 5. This is a 1d10 plus 6. It doesn't do the d4 of fire. So it's slightly weaker. But it is a reach weapon, whereas your greatsword is not. And then it also... No, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to do this. This is also giving you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and occasional bursts of damage. I mean, you're making 2 attacks per turn on the average turn. So, 2 turns. Every other turn, you're going to get this burst of damage. Maybe every 3 turns. But then also if you use Action Surge or Potion of Speed, you can increase the chance of that happening. It's less damage, worth it. I like the idea of reach. So I think I will give you that. I think
All's well that ends.
I like that idea. Elixir Barkskin. Lightning Resistance, Dark Vision, Hill Giant Strength, Poison Resistance. Necklace of Elemental Augmentation. When one of your cantrips deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage, add your spellcasting modifier to the damage dealt. What do I have for an amulet at the moment? Lightning Blast. Definitely this is better. I never use this, because that gives up my lightning charges to do a tiny bit of damage. I would much rather all of my elemental attacks, which is basically all of my attacks, do an extra 4 damage.
If not over, then through.
Alright. I'm going to think on this. We're going to end the episode here. Yeah, we're going to end the episode here. I'll think on this. Probably at the start of the next episode. Do we take a long rest? We probably take a long rest.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
We're down somewhat on spells. We could potentially keep pushing on. We don't necessarily need a long rest quite yet, but I don't know. Let's take a short rest at least. Let me get a lot of our abilities back. Yeah, maybe we hold off on the long rest. But I'll think on it and decide if I want to go in here or not. But that'll be for next time. See you then. Bye.